First things first, face the boss away from the raid group because of an ability called Necrotic Breath. This ability, the boss will start firing out this necrotic shit in front of his face. It is a cone ability and will only hit things in front of the boss and where he is facing. If it does hit the raid in LFR, it doesn't cause a significant amount of damage, but it's nice not to get showered at. This will be a later tactic you have to follow in normal and heroic. As you can see, the other tank likes to taunt halfway through a necrotic breath, which causes minor AoE damage, but that barely damages the group. You want to move the boss over to the green mushrooms when possible, making sure you're not facing the boss towards the raid during necrotic breath. Keep this in mind. The reason you want to be near the green mushrooms is when the boss casts his infesting spores, it will do ticking AoE damage to the raid. If the healers are smart and not retarded, they will heal the green mushroom to full to counteract the AoE from the boss with the AoE pulsing green mushroom. Occasionally blue mushrooms will appear. You'll want to tank the boss on the blue mushroom, just so that the group can benefit basically from a mini heroism that is provided when the mushroom is healed to full health. Another tanking thing to be aware of is when the ad spawned, which is the smaller version of Brackenspore, you want to taunt it if you're not already on the boss. If you're already on the boss, ignore the ad and let the other tank take it. When to swap on the boss will do a small stacking debuff on you every now and again, which is the green buff that looks a bit like the Defile icon. When you have 4 stacks of this, you want to get the other tank to basically taunt off you. Don't taunt back again until you've lost all of your stacks. In LFR, the other tank may randomly taunt at random moments, but it shouldn't really matter too much, as long as you've got at least 2 decently geared healers or you're geared yourself. So making sure that you keep the boss near the green mushrooms for the infesting spores, make sure you don't face the boss towards the raid group, make sure one of the tanks at least has the ad, and also to remember to interrupt the ad as it does a pulsing AoE damage that hits the raid group. It doesn't do that much damage, but it's nice damage to not have at the end run. Don't stand near the orange mushrooms you can see in the background, they do pulsing AoE damage too. If you look around the room, it's not really noticeable right now, but you'll see it later on in the video. There is some moss, called creeping moss. This basically comes in and slowly covers the whole raid room. It's a mini enrage timer. If for some reason your raid group doesn't kill Brackenspore before the moss gets in, you're basically going to wipe, because it's going to start healing the boss, and it's going to slow you and do ticking damage to you if you're stood inside of it. You can see it now moving around behind the boss. This is countered by DPS picking up the flamethrower and burning it away. This is not your job. There's one now burning it away. It's not your job to do anything, like burn it away, etc., but it's nice if you pull the boss away from the moss. If the moss isn't being countered, and for some reason maybe some DPS picked it up that doesn't know what he's doing and trying to click it for the sake of it, you need to move the boss away from the raid. There are small ads that spawn, and they look a bit like a pea shooter. They're pretty much nothing to do with you. If you can go and punch them in the face during downtime, why not? You won't take that much damage from them, but they can be pretty much ignored on LFR. I hope this has helped you get your LFR kill and made you less retarded.